talking.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
What the fuck? What's up, Jimmy? Ooh. What party were you at for? What were you there for? One-handed blades, firearms, strength, endurance, and then craftsmanship and vigor. Starting skills. Okay. Stasis. Kinda wanna do magic. I'm gonna do magic. I accidentally bit into the seed. That sucked. What?
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Man, that coffee tastes amazing.
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay. Oh. Okay, this sensitivity is a little different. Ruffian, get out the window. Okay, attack. No. Okay, fury, parry. Okay. More dodge, sprint, left shift. Okay, stealth stance. Okay, cameras, both of them. Lock on a target. How the fuck am I supposed to? Okay. Left, right. Okay. Game menu. Shortcut to open a skill tree inventory. Open the world map. Wouldn't it make sense to? Oh, okay. Shortcut 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick save. F5. So I could change some of these. Okay, fury. Okay, secondary attack. I kind of want to make. Okay, hold on. Let's make. Okay. Okay, we'll go from. Oh, wait. That's a little better. Okay, downstairs.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt,
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I literally got No, I'm trying. Sign up potion. Oh! I need a sign up shortcut. You know, I should.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No. Thanks all the same. I have quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle.
Boots.
You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
Come on, Boots.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Let me go get a bottle of
What
water.
is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people.
Hey!
Come
No!
now.
No!
It is time for you
No.
to take leave. Here, take this with you.
No! Zeus!
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
I just whipped myself. Oh, you're kidding.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, We can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
He's suspicious.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Okay, so I need to follow the road and I go to the right. If I go all the way down, I go to the right and then I find him. But if I go to the left on the turn, I find the other guy. I take a left.
To my help! And death to the other! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. 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 Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Well, that's the thing. Do I drink like a health potion, an energy potion? Like, I don't know what kind of fucking potions there are. Yeah, it regenerates health. You know what? I have an idea.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminis and the more political orders.
Boots!
The Lord Luminis has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sardet.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir Freddy. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene. and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Ruffian.
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't... Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malicor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him?
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But
If it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head...
Sorry, I'm taking medicine real fast before I forget.
It ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late, things are looking better. The Malicor and the epidemic still... Now that we have a city that...
I need to be off.
Man,
Farewell.
I was really
Goodbye.
hoping he was gonna tell me, hey, by the way, some dude like popped up here. Oh, he's upstairs.
Locked. Locked.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce. And he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
The servant's door.
Locked. The key to the tavern.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Please listen. I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else!
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want! That charlatan tried to poison us! I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high! And you too, if you're an accomplice!
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see!
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
Roughly.
I have no desire to return anyway.
Roughly.
Farewell.
That's nice. That is nice.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
50 coins.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
I'm level 2. Ooh. No, not that. Skill bridge. Okay. Set trap. No. Bandit. Okay, I see. Magical damage, stasis lasts longer. Okay, that's melee weapon A. Melee weapon B. Oh, it's Hera. But thank you. I'm Tori's daughter. Ooh, okay, let me go to the merchant, and then we can go to the craft table, and then we can make our way to the next checkpoint.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see. Have you seen anything to your liking?
How much do I have? 182.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco!
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain. Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me.
Did you report this to them?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry, and the captain, no.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No.
Why would anyone want to snap?
How would I know?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs. Did anyone else see?
There was still a small crowd. I seem to recall that regular being there. We play kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skin. Now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Before I go, because I have a feeling I'm gonna be like fighting somebody. Okay, so is my secondary attack? That's my secondary attack.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of anything else.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not...
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my... I would have noticed. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
No, have no fear about that. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared too. A young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring a...
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came. The kind of man you can round up for a few. They exchanged words with the cabin boy.
The kid was defensive.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's...
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something.
And he must have been right to be nervous.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs. just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
I already did.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of—
I would like to have a word.
He is not here.
It concerns a delicate, according to witnesses.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You see, he has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but
don't you see, Your Excellency?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement. And it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have...
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. You will have no trouble verifying the...
Where might I find...
I cannot say, Excellence. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will...
This pact... It sounds... Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite...
If you would be so courteous...
With respect, my lady.
Might I help you, my lady?
I need to be going.
Damn, if she's the family servant, then she would know he had a son or something.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen any... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in.
I'm still without news of Mike.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home.
Could you tell me a little about your...
We are masters of the oceans.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic? Yeah. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is... Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nauts for different how the guild is made and...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge.
But I still don't see Constant.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me a strange story. She said that he was taken when he was a...
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean...
They took him back to...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain children born on their ships belong to them. It's that certain contracts are so important that they... From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And certain...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance. Via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. And regret... What counts most is that you bring the boy. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dear.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
The merchant is there.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek? Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back.
Would you be so kind as to hear what... You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
If I hadn't taken him back, he would have been hauled off on one of the cursed ships.
If that's what he wants, then why would you want to stop him?
For his mother. She misses him. My boy has changed. He has very well.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Locked.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate. Your captain has sent me to...
Were you able to convince my father to allow...
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this... My family is the Naughts. I am sorry...
Yes.
Oh, hi, Key. I wonder if I can show them.
It's not possible just now.
Selection, whatever you need to be.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the order.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. In fact, I've already had a word with your...
They're asking that we pay again, despite...
It's just that the price has gone up, see?
This is inadmissible.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just...
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other...
When we've already paid for them? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, and do know, in the future, we won't be...
This whole story sounds suspicious. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding...
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay, and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, milady, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, saying this affair... So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in...
Whatever is he talking about?
Your guess is as good...
We shall return.
And so you're back, milady.
Don't count on it. I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master, who life in your shoes can't be easy.
And what would I have to do? If I give you the merchandise, my master...
Not if you were robbed. By pure... What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated... Oh, the dastardly boldness of...
And the bonus will be...
Well, you won't be returned.
Oh. All right.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards.
Well, you can't hold it against me for...
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Jesus Christ.
If you had any idea who I am... Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
It's not possible just now.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star, always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
It's blocked.
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain.
Enchanted as well.
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken...
All we can do is plot a course. I do thank you. Your actions bring you...
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot as long as they don't try and get on my ship. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in...
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about them?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up... The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are probably...
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Google something. Ooh, I figured it out. Quick Google search.
Perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to meet... Captain, you set sails?
Yes.
Excellent news.
Blast me, I'm a
The commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained needs to... But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wait through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this...
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle?
I would never ask you to do so.
Ah, but you don't...
Well, now, if he finds... But this cargo...
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience.
Is your hat out of style?
Fuck.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to...
I have a favor to ask.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at so. Unless...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
Hellfire. If that...
Captain.
Listen here. I haven't forgotten what you did. I would gladly do you the favor, but my quarter... He's convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring... And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over... All that I can do for you is to write your crates into the ship's manifest. If you manage to get them into the warehouse, they'll... And with the manifest, the crazy Gustavo, please try and avoid roughing up those brave...
Be back soon, Captain.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown in...
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition? Please, please, have pity on us. We are not heretics. We are not...
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking...
Our only error was wanting to...
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't...
We fled all the way to Serene. But the Inquisition wants to silence us, so...
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But The text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a...
The sacred texts are always...
Who were you hoping would give...
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt...
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being...
That would be better than being...
Did you try speaking with the sense?
Oh, we have signed already. We were even ready to say that we had never seen...
It served no purpose.
I see.
I beg of you, please...
I don't have the heart to deliver you to the Inquisition. Your smuggler is locked up. Be careful and
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
It pains me to inform you that the
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might... We have nothing else to do but pray.
I must be going.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Awesome.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Are your boots small through? Is your out of style?
So you're back. Right then. What about our...
We can guarantee that your merchandise...
The cargo shall make the voyage. Who...
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you news until then.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be. Welcome. It's such. Have you seen? Thank you for your visit. Welcome. Have you? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able...
Permission to board the ship.
Certainly. We keep him... You have any farewells to make or anything?
No, my house is in order.
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain!
way fast enough. I knew some dumbass shit like that was gonna happen.
So eager.
Okay, hold on. I need to focus on this. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Bandit, I'm so sorry. The chair fell. Are you okay, kitty? Oh, kitty, I love you. No, stop. It was an accident. Come here. I'm sorry, Bandit. Are you okay, kitty? It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kiki. Kitty sneeze. Alright, kitty. Alright.
Discover Tear Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be...
The beast is awoken! Those conniving piss-distilling...
Oh, fuck. Thank you for the light. I'm gonna butcher your name, but hey, really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing it as well. Fuck! Drink the fucking potion, you dummy! Hi, how are you doing? Oh yeah? Guys, it's really late over there. Thank you for liking, really appreciate it. Straight to the face. You know what? I feel after peppering him with magic, he really wouldn't just, like, die after
how do you
that.
fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
So, how'd you find this camera?
Madam, gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Muy va bien.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Best to avoid confrontation. No.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry these doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along, don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Are your boots? Excellent.
It is not my time.
He's literally everywhere.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Here from
I need a bit of practice.
God damn it.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred!
Always.
We've come to find you.
Ah, and so he's got you working on this.
Is everything in order?
Alas, our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but...
Since these crates are registered in the ship's
The
manifest...
modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him, then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the rights, and he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is that?
Most of the men are illiterate. But they need to be quick about it. They won't...
I see.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
My ship's being used to move your contraband, and now you want to sneak into one of our warehouses.
Kurt was given the order. If we want to help him, we don't have a choice.
I don't like this. But since I've been sacked, let's just say that this will be a little bit of revenge.
How are we to know in which warehouse we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
That won't be necessary. My entire cargo has been placed in the warehouse closest to my ship.
I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Whatever you need to be.
No, these aren't the right crates. No, these aren't the right crates. No, these aren't the right crates. Here are the crates we've been looking for. It appears that one of them has been broken. It's full of weapons.
That doesn't seem right. It is our clients that supply us weapons on Tearfredy.
You didn't know what was in the crates?
No. I don't concern myself with the commander's business. I should take a look into this. I have some friends here that must know what this is all about.
Let me know what you discover. Now, let's mark these crates and get going. No, these aren't the right crates.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
The best forge in Tearfredy. Greetings. You look like some. If you're looking, and if you haven't. The best forge in Oh. One armor that... Oh. Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. Hello, Your Excellency.
We found a way into the storehouse.
Perfect.
One of the crates was damaged.
Really? I received the order to deliver them as soon as for what it's worth, and I hope you can accept this modest...
If you have another moment, Your Excellency, we have a serious problem that I didn't...
I'm listening.
I was told that some of our soldiers have been extorting large sums of money from the town merchants under the pretext of financing their protection.
Are you telling me that the Guard is extorting merchants in our city?
Indeed. Some merchants have been assaulted, and one of them has even been found dead.
I hope you don't intend to conceal this information.
Oh no, certainly not, Your Excellency. But the merchants refuse to give us the slightest testing. We won't be able to put a stop to these...
Count on me. No, thank you.
Oh, it's a great pleasure.
I'm currently investigating an extortion case involving the guard. Are you one of the merchants who has been threatened?
No, not at all. I've never heard of this business. Someone must have lied to you.
Really? Come on. If you want these guards to be arrested, you need to talk to me.
I mean no offense, but you won't be able to do anything. And snitching don't end well. I want to hold on to my business. And my life. How about some new armor, Your Excellency?
I was told that someone found a merchant's...
Of course. The town isn't that big. Paul Renault. We found his body on one of his associates, half whole.
Have the culprits been found?
No. Listen, it's been months since it happened, and
You were obviously a victim of these bad...
It's precisely because... Now, because I am not gonna say...
The
One
law
armor
of
that
silence
fits you like
is
a
at work.
glove. We'll
Nobody
make it
saw
for
anything.
you.
Nobody knows anything.
Come closer, good people. Madam, I am pleased if you're looking for...
Thank you. I am conducting an investigation. Some merchants are being extorted by members of the guard.
Are you sure? It's probably just a nasty rumor. Someone must have misinformed you.
Come now. I am the legate of the congregation.
Threats? No.
I was told a merchant had been found...
Really? Oh.
Come on. Don't take me for a fool.
I don't? Really? I don't. So...
You're obviously terrified.
Listen, I've no desire to get...
But if you don't help me...
I told you, I don't...
You'll find... Welcome! Have you seen...
I am conducting an investigation.
Really?
As legate, it is my duty to ensure... So please, if you...
I don't know anything. My partner, who ran the shop before me, had a very bad encounter.
And you fear the same thing happening to you?
This is what happens around here.
If you denounce them, we could...
I can't take that risk. Also, I would not be able to... What we need is the money to return. Do you understand?
I have a plan to stop the culprits, but I'm going to need your help. The next time one of these guards comes to squeeze money out of you, you must ask for more time. The man will threaten you, of course, and he will certainly bring his accomplices. But when they come back in full force to make you pay for your...
And if your plan fails, I'll end up like...
And what if I gave you money to pay for it? They have no interest in...
You are not... I will do...
Fear not.
It's hard to predict.
Perfect.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna get off for now. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, but I will be back on later. Just gonna run some errands, do a couple chores, maybe hit the gym, and then I'll be back.